Principal's car is not there yet. Of the SHEROE Sisterhood here in the Gambia, serving alongside Anna Sonoko. But then, you'll introduce her. I'll introduce all of you. You're not going to necessarily do that. You'll talk a little about what it is that happened at the conference and why it's important. They talk about this and they talk about that, and then they leave. They don't do anything else about it. This is special because we said, you know what? I don't say that part. But what I'm saying is that, like, to say I'm going to stick with it and keep doing it, and the conference is... You ready? All right, Lewis, you're the co-host with... So where's Zachary? It's only for the camera.
Welcome to the Imaginary 2023 in collaboration with the SHEROE Sisterhood Gambia.
Do you think it's better if she stays?
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Imaginary 2023 in collaboration with SHEROE Sisterhood of the Gambia, the TAI Teaching Art Institute, and the Soil Solution Group. We are here today to witness the official launching of the SHEROE Sisterhood, the Gambia. Without further ado, I would just like to open up with us praying, each of us in our respective ways, just to invite God's presence in here. Can we just pray a minute prayer? All right. Back in July 2018, we had a conference at the Baobab Hotel, which has been an important milestone in the history of the Gambia. We had government officials, distinguished ladies and gentlemen present back there, to come together as a group to collaboratively talk about how best we can help women in the Gambia and how best we can develop our agricultural system. Then and there in the conference, we were able to come up with a master plan, which we decided to name ARTIZEN 2023 or Imagineer 2023. So during our last out sessions, we were able to come up with ways in which we can help the agricultural system in the Gambia, and to also empower the women, the grassroots level women in the Gambia, which has been a very, very important milestone in the Gambia. And this was also in the presence of very high dignitaries in the government, which is very remarkable. Without further ado, I would just like to call on a very young, dynamic, and vibrant young lady who is the SHEROE host of the Gambia, goes by the name Anna Sonoko, to tell us about what the SHEROE is all about. Thank you, Anna.
Thank you so much. 2023 master plan. As I am standing firmly, stronger with my sisters globally to fight against self-hate and skin bleaching, for better Africa and for better world. This sisterhood is a therapeutic organization for women and girls in terms of self-love and exposing dangerous beauty trends for better Africa and for better world. In the 21st century, some women of color think when your skin is lighter, therefore you will be more visible to people. This trauma will never end unless white is not labeled as the perfect race. There are creams that has liquids called hydroquinone, corticosteroid, and mercury, just to name few. This particular liquid called mercury, because it is the fastest moving planet in the solar system. So that's its power when it comes to skin bleaching. Never underestimate the danger of this liquid. If it's inhaled or applied, it can cause harmful effects on the immune system, digestive system, lungs, and kidneys. And if rapidly using, it can lead to organ failure. The other steroid called corticosteroid, it's harmful if used over, okay. The other steroid called corticosteroid, it's harmful if used over 3 months. It can lead to hypertension, high blood pressure, diabetes, etc. And sadly, all these liquids are sadly used in these bleaching creams and lotion, and it's destroying young and old African women and men. As physical slavery is somehow finished in Africa, but there is still mental slavery. As some black women are having a mental disorder, which they think being lighter will make them access to so many successful things in life. It's all because of what they see in social media or in products. They will make a commercial saying that, demoting the black skin, saying if you use this particular product, your skin will transform from black to white. And as some women will sit and watch, they will make a decision of changing their color just to fit in. This trauma is killing so many black women and men, inside and out. There is a mental disorder called body dysmorphic disorder. It's a mental disorder whereby you'll be obsessively hating on your body, skin, body figure, or hair. I wish every black woman and man will know the power of the melanin. It is like a country with a very strong government and a very reliable security. But if the melanin fades due to changing of your color, you will be like a country with a very weak government and with no security. Let us go to the extra mile and love what we are and create our own beauty standards. Black is purely made from God, and that is enough. We are all created equally, but the color differences, that is what makes us unique. And it is the only beauty that will never fade. Let's stop seeking validation and have trust in ourselves and be confident. Thank you.
Sorry. Can we have a bigger round Gambia? And she was talking about the various beauty products in our market that is harmful for our black African melanin skin. Thank you so much, Ms. Anna. So on the next agenda is a very, very vibrant and dynamic sister, the SHEROE's international host worldwide, Miss Kim Poole, all the way from the United States, to talk about the Imagineer Gambia. That was the program we were able to come up, the action plan or the master plan we were able to come up with from the conference we had back in July. So Kim Poole, can I have a round of applause, please?
SHEROE, I'm so excited. I mean, I was about to get out of my seat and take that piece of paper out of her hand, but I am so, like, everything that she said, like, to hear one of my African sisters that get it, like, to me, that just did it for me. That was worth my flight, okay? So, yes, shout out to my SHEROE Super Lashes, SHEROE Stand Up. So, I know that you guys, some of you were here last July when we brought together sectors from across the Gambia in the healthcare sector, from the agricultural sector, from the traditional artistic sector. You know that the Minister of Tourism and Culture was here. We were so thankful that Minister Ba was able to join us. We had people from Germany, from the film industry, Prince Babacar Almanada and his Senegambia movement, helping to preserve and change the narrative around traditional arts. We had partners with us from the United States. We had Bernie with Farming for Hunger, and Mr. Fowler did an amazing job facilitating a workshop around agricultural best practices. We had Miss Lydia Curtis with the Sendiki Tours and Foundation. She did an amazing job of demonstrating how hip-hop could be used as a tool to engage masses of young people, because let's face it, hip-hop artists have the attention of our next generation. And then she had an artist, Papa Osman, to help her facilitate that conversation, to show the various facets of hip-hop, graffiti, breakdancing, all the forms of hip-hop, because hip-hop, as we know, is more than just the music. It's an entire culture. It's the way we walk when we go like this, right? That's hip-hop. It's the bamboo earrings that I just took off because they're too heavy even for my ears. That's hip-hop. Everything about the beautiful struggle of Black people from the U.S. and the Caribbean, and our attempt to say how we feel about our situation, like reporters from the hood. That's hip hop. And she used those conversations to talk about the importance of engaging young people in this generation, because they will lead the future. We had that conversation at our conference in July. We also, of course, had a conversation with our SHEROEs about their mental health and why it's important for women to control resources in our community. And so we talked about how to empower them as entrepreneurs. These are the conversations that we had last July in the Gambia, across sector. Nobody knew what to expect. We put out a flyer, and to our surprise, people came. And we appreciated that. Clap, because people came and they weren't sure. They weren't sure. The flyer, it said what is here on my t-shirt. It said the second international conference, if you guys can see that, on art for social transformation. What exactly is that, right? Well, I'm glad that you guys took a chance on us, because what that means to my organization, the Teaching Artists Institute, it means that we believe that art is more than just movies. Art is more than a picture on a wall. Art is more than a song. I'm a singer and I sing, but art is more than that, as much as I love to do it. Art is about ideas. It's about the art of possibility. Every time that anybody creates anything that has been conceived, this building is art. Banners and posters, the tie around your neck, all of these things are art. And what this conference means, what it represented, was the fact that we should allow artists to come to decision-making tables, to lead discussions about how every sector in society can think like artists. Well, we ended up having 3 actual discussions. In our minds, we were going to have 6. Oh, the healthcare practitioners were going to come, and they were going to talk to traditional dancers, and we were going to lead the integration of traditional arts, healing arts, into the mainstream healthcare system in the Gambia. Well, that didn't work. We weren't able to convince the doctors yet that artists are just as important healers as medical practitioners, but we're still working on it. But we wanted the rhythm people, the diaspora, to come. We wanted those Black people like myself living outside the continent of Africa to come back home. We believe that the Ministry of Tourism and Culture, they need a reorientation. They need to realize that Black people like me that come back to Africa, we're looking for something deep. We want to find our ancestral home. But what they're used to are the Europeans from Amsterdam and the UK that are just on holiday. They just come in, to see what kind of vacation experience they can get for a cheap price. And so there are 2 different populations that the Ministry of Tourism and Culture are serving. And so because of that, the current practitioners or the tour operators, they need to be trained to work with Black people like me. They need to realize that we want something different. And we thought at the conference we could have a breakout session about this. That didn't work. The Ministry of Tourism and Culture, they aren't interested in having that conversation, but they do hold the Roots Festival every year or every other year. So clap for the Roots Festival. It's a step in the right direction, right? So that session didn't work for us, but we are going to support the Roots Festival by bringing a group of young people from the U.S. here to the Gambia, a marching band. They're going to come and they're going to do their drum lines, and we're hoping that we can find artists, drummers from the Gambia that are going to do a drum off with them, like their own little drum line, drum off. We're looking forward to that. So we are taking steps towards that. But those conversations didn't happen at the conference. The 3 conversations that did happen at the conference were around agriculture, preserving and protecting the traditional arts, and women's empowerment for economic development. And so out of these 3 conversations came really important initiatives. What was most important about those conversations is that they were more than conversations. We decided that after the conference, we were going to enter a 5-year master plan. We're calling this 5-year master plan Imagineer Gambia 2023. That for the next 5 years, we're not going to just be the people who talk about it anymore. For the next 5 years, we are going to work. I'm going to come from the U.S. People are going to come from Jamaica. They're coming. Prince Babacar Amanada, a homegrown native, he's coming from Germany. People that are interested in development in the Gambia, for the next 5 years, we're going to facilitate their involvement here in these 3 areas, and we're going to help you build these initiatives. The conversations that happen are not going to be conversations. So upstairs in this very building, 151 Mosque Road here in Serekunda, really busy outside. You guys may hear the cars and the noise, but we're in Suite 105. And each one of the initiatives that we held conversation about at the conference, they now have an office upstairs. Clap, because putting that office together in less than 6 months, guys, we are on fire. We put that office together. You'll see it. The SHEROEs, they have a shop, and they're selling natural products to help women learn about how to protect their natural beauty. The soaps. You shout out to all my SHEROEs. I don't have on any makeup tonight. No super lashes. And I'm telling you, this footage is going to go all over the world, so I'm very nervous right now about the shadows and the light of the camera. But I'm confidently standing on behalf of my global African SHEROEs Union, letting them know that you are beauty from the inside out and from the outside in, with or without your foundation. Okay, ladies? Having that been said, I'm talking too much, way too much. I want to continue the conversation with the leaders of the initiatives who you will see right here on the ground in the Gambia, leading these initiatives, who you'll see upstairs in the office, asking you, how would you like to be involved? How is it that you want to help transform the Gambia today, using art as a tool for social transformation? So without further ado, I'm going to bring up a fabulous SHEROE to the mic so that she can continue hosting this conversation. Thank you so much.
That was a beautiful thing.
Other side. Thank you.
Can I have a bigger round of applause for Kim Poole? I'm feeling all fired up. I'll stand up for the rest of the evening. So a bigger clap, please, for Kim Poole. Thank you so much, sister. That was such a beautiful speech. It was so beautiful. I mean, it is such a great occasion today, and then we're all fired up as SHEROEs, and then we're all, wow. But without further ado, I have next on my agenda, which is a tour to our office upstairs. But before that, I would like to call on Prince Abubakar Aminata to come on, and from the Gambia film industry, to come on and give an introduction before we go.
But I'm glad that we made it. Thank you all for your patience and understanding. Yeah, as our sisters say, Anna and Kim, we've started this journey together, and we are going to end it together. And then I'm glad that, we have a very close community of passionate people. As people know me, I don't believe in crowds. I believe in few passionate people who are ready to move. All the biggest revolutions were started by few people. And I believe all of us, are agents of change. Each of us is connected to at least 100 or 200 people. We are multipliers. So we can influence within our community more than 100 or 200 people. So each of your communities are represented. So if you are 100, you multiply it by 10, definitely we have a critical mass of audience to reach within the next 5 years. And I'm glad that we have an office which is working, a physical address. And all what you said, basically all some of the arts for social transformation using audiovisual media, the issue with skin bleaching, inferiority complex, media is our fault, Why? because what they see in movies influencing them. I'm glad that, that is at the heart of my work, and we are making movies, basically, that answer your question. And we are here for SHEROEs, and all the products that you are making, we are going to place them in our movie. Anytime we are making a movie, we need soap, detergent, or anything, SHEROEs will be in charge of all the costume and makeup, so as to be able to transport. We realize that young people are influenced by media. When they watch TV, when they watch movies, what they see is what influences them. And so we have to fight back by showing them an alternative. We cannot say to them, don't bleach your skin, when we don't show them an alternatives. And they are in a very critical stage of their development where they are easily influenced by peers and medias. And we'll do our part. And without taking much of your time, like I said, we started this journey together. We are going to end it together. And I'm looking forward to celebrating the 5th anniversary when, we have more, results to present. Thank you all, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Prince Abubakar, for that very wonderful speech. And thank you for giving us, or wanting to give us the opportunity to work with the SHEROEs. We really appreciate that. As you know, any SHEROEs, okay, as you know, behind every SHEROE, there is always a hero. And within this premises, we have our brothers from the Soil Solution, and I would like to call a young man, a very, very vibrant gentleman called Mr. Ibrahima, to come from the Soil Solution Group to tell us about what the Soil Solution is all about. Ibrahima, please.
I want to say thank you to the previous speakers for that eloquent speak. And also thank you to the audience for giving them that peaceful atmosphere to deliver their speech smoothly. Before going on to the Soil Solution, I want to buttress more on what my sister has just delivered, that is Anna, about melanin and why we should respect our color, that is melanin. After going through series of education about melanin, I also want to pass the information to young people who are of my age and also who don't know exactly what melanin is all about, to also benefit from the same information. Melanin is the biochemicals that make black people black, okay? And what is biochemicals? Biochemicals, bio means life, and then chemical is a substance. That is, is a substance. So biochemical is a substance that is naturally been created. So we, the black people, are naturally been created to be black by Almighty God. So what are the importance of being black? It is important to be black because all the activities that take place in your body are being run by these melanin substances, okay? So you look at the brain, the cerebrum is the intelligent part of the brain which keeps stories and informations. This cerebrum is made of more melanin. You also have the nerves and then other vessels that transform information to the brain. These are all melanin-contained substances. So it is important that we maintain our color, that is the black color, okay? So thank you so much, Sister Anna. I will now come to the Soil Solution, and with that, I will want us all to take a minute to pray for all the facilitators and organizers of the Second International Conference of Art for Social Transformation. Please, let's have a minute to seek the blessings of God upon them. Yes. After that, I will want to go straight to the Soil Solution, which is an agricultural project that is that has came as a result of the Second International Conference of Art for Social Transformation. The Soil Solution, as I mentioned earlier, is a non-profit agricultural project that cultivates communities that grows. And why, or how did we do this? Somebody might tend to ask how we do this. We cultivate communities that grows through nurturing development in all agricultural sectors, training farmers on farming management best practices, creating awareness to farming to the table, okay, and also facilitating development and cooperation in tourism sectors, okay. So the soil solution, that is what the soil solution does. Okay, that is the vision of the soil solution, cultivating communities that grows. And we have a mission of nurturing development in all agricultural sectors through advocacy, education, and then community connection. So that is the mission of the soil solution. And also we have our goals, that is training farmers on farming management best practices, creating awareness to farm to the table. You know, we all understand that if you see us standing here today or being able to sit here today and then listen, it is because we have a full belly. And empty bags never stand. So it is important when we say sustainable development, we have to be conscious of going in with a development that can be that can last long, okay, a meaningful development. So that is what is sustainable development. Creating a movement or, let me say, a metamorphose, a change in the environment or in the society or in a nation from one stage or one barbaric stage to at least a better stage. So definitely we really appreciate the initiative of the Teaching Artists Institute. The Imagina Gambia 2023 is really appreciated. And then I want to use the opportunity again to thank the facilitators and then the organizers of this event. So thank you so much.
Group. This has been a very fruitful session, but I just hope and pray it won't all turn to just talking. It's time for action. We said Vision 2023, Artisan 2023, which is about in approximately Mr. Bai from the SHEROE, he's also one of our heroes. Bai, please, can you come and offer the closing?
After thanking the founding fellow of Teaching Artists Institute, Kim Pool, I would thank those who encourage her to bring these initiatives. Thanks to all of you who encourage her and work tirelessly with her to achieve this great initiative. And as part of the soil solution, as Ibrahim just explained, we cultivated communities that grow. Yes, that is our mission. And the vision is training farmers in large society to become something tomorrow. And as for that, we are hoping that everybody will continue working tirelessly to achieve our 5 years master plan. And that is only what I say.
Thank you so much, Bai, one of our heroes. And now I'll just like to call on Mr. Demba Haidara, who is going to help us to get a land for the TAI Art Institute to build for our district. So, Mr. Demba, can you please come on board, please?
Thank you so much. First of all, thank you so much for coming to this event. And first of all, as Kim mentioned earlier, we met from in America at Tennessee. So I'm happy today to see Kim here, after just 3 years to come to Gambia and meet with our local people. So for me personally, today I will talk from my heart. I always been in America, living with our brothers, Black Americans. So I see that we need to work with them. There are a lot of people in America, they can come here, they are our brothers, or the same people, they can come here and work with us. So that's why as Kim said, when I met her, I was like, she was having intention to go to Ghana. So I told her, you need to come to Gambia. We have a lot of artists. So we have a lot of people, they can help you in terms of teaching art institution. So when she explained me what she doing, teaching art institution, I personally, first of all, thought like teaching art institution is about painting and movie. I'm like, no, I'm not arts. I'm just imam, and I'm also working with the office of the president, this and this. So she explained to me, I understand the idea, but I still, convinced her to say, please, Kim, come to Gambia, we will need you. So there are some people can help you, like people like Abu Bakar Amnat Sahano, I'm the one who connected her to him, and people like Anna. Some other people, for me personally, I cannot help you based on my experience, but there are some people I'm sure if he came here, they could help you. So thank you, Kim, for, I know that time she have so many challenges and trying to come and make this happen. And today we're about to launch a 5-year master plan. And she can tell you, or somebody can tell you and tell you more about that 5-year master plan. As we know that government, when they first come, the first thing they do, they did they call something National Development Plan. So I think this 5-year master plan come to help that, to support national development, the one we have. So, so that's why in this 5-year master plan, Kim will tell you more about it. They have agriculture sector, like Brother Ibrahim is one of that. They have SHEROE, they have, so and so. I'm sure Kim, or someone can come and will come and explain you more about the 5-year master plans. For me, last thing, what I like to do, I'm very happy to see the dream that come true. So when we just was talking about it, it just was talking, it was just was idea, but to see that Kim made that happen, to come to the local people and make that happen and start working with arts. So I really am happy today to see that. So a little bit what I can say about myself, I think that's something little I do. That's what the government expects for me. I think what I like to advise in this moment, each Gambian here, you should be ambassador for yourself. Try to talk to the world. Try to talk to the world about Gambia problem. We need people to come, like Kim. We need some artists to come. We need some farmers to come. We need investors to come. We come out from the major problem. Like 22 years Gambia, we have problem. I think now this new Gambia, we all have to try to ask ourselves what we did and what are we gonna do for this new Gambia. And thank you so much. I have just only what I have to say. Thank you for everybody.
Thank you very much, Mr. Haidara. Mr. Haidara will be very vital in helping us purchase the land to see our master plan go through. Thank you very much. And like he said, we should all be very action-oriented. We should not just be talking and talking and talking all the time. It's time for action now. We should get up, and it's a now thing. So we should all endeavor that we put in the action needed to be able to see the master plan through. So I would just like to call on Prince. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah. I'm just told that Prince Abubakar has a surprise for us. So close. Before that, I would just like to call on Mr. Mendy, one of our heroes and a GRTS worker, to come and give a speech. Mr. Mendy, please. A round of applause.
For the mic, I think Kim is one of the most talented young lady I've seen. At the age of 33, she has big ideas. I call her a lady with big ideas. Give her a round of applause. Kim is a type that we can be proud of. It's a blessing, and we hope it's going to be a big blessing for this country. And with a type like her, I think we need government support. And we're looking forward to government support. First of all, to acquire a piece of land in the metropolis, in the West Coast region, or inside the Kanifing municipality, where we can set up a mighty office that is accessible, okay? And it is the responsibility of the government to make sure that the development aspirations of a particular country are met. And if we have philanthropists like Kim Poole coming to assist, I think they should give her a tap on the back. And hopefully, we are going to get that, and we are going to get it in a place where it's going to be accessible. No, it's going to be conducive for us to work with young, talented Gambians for the realization of a Gambia with a glimmer of hope in the long term. Thank you, the SHEROEs, for the work you've started doing, and the heroes behind you. I'm one of them, and we will do everything to our utmost best to make sure that this is a dream come true. We know it's going to take a long time. Obama will say the climb is steep, but together we will get there. And hopefully together we will get there. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So gradually, but slowly, we will get there. So with the help of the government, because under this new dispensation, I think it will be easy for us to access leadership. And this leadership, I'm hopeful they'll be ready to listen to us, because it's all about Gambia, not Kim, not you, not I, but for our children and the future. Thank you so much.
Step. That is very important. And like he said, Kim comes all the way, all across the world, to come to the Gambia, to go around across Africa, make sure that she sees this initiative through. So we have got nothing else to do other than to come together and then see this through. Without further ado, I'll call Prince Abubakar. He has a surprise for us. Prince Abubakar.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I just have, first of all, I would like to acknowledge the presence of my colleague from Germany, who is also here. Basically, what he's doing is part of HEROES. He can help us get funding from the German government to train young people. He has a project dealing about, more about, capacity of young people in mechanical engineering. Most vehicles are now becoming electronic, and there's a capacity gap here on how to maintain vehicles. So he's coming with that one, and there's an organization whereby, they can send people to train young people with funding from the German government. Vitus is here, and he's planning to invest, and whatever he's doing, his investment will be considered part of the Imagineer plan, SHEROE's plan. Another thing, like I said, I hinted Kim, if you are ready to expand into the rural area, that is where at least we have authentic culture, traditional culture, I have the land available to build an artist institute and also an office for a rural area, which is already there on standby. Anytime you people want to furnish it, it's there closer to Basse in the Upper River region. So those are the two things. They are available at your disposal.
Right here and right now. I need some excitement in the room. You guys are too boring for me. I need some excitement in this room. Can you clap for Prince Abubakar, please? A bigger clap. A bigger clap. So now we're almost coming to the end of the program, and we'd like to thank all of you guys, each and every one of you, for being here with us. We really appreciate. And the last thing on our agenda is we go upstairs to visit our office, so you guys can have a look of what we have up there. So we can go in accordance. Yeah, sure. So.
As we go out the last door, thank you again so much for joining us. No, we have the containers of the food. Yeah, we have the but we have actual food. They don't never need those papers. We can make them that upstairs for another people, for another people. save it for tomorrow? Okay. I had this right now. All right. Anyone else? Has everyone eaten? Ibrima, would you take a cue for the camera guys back there?
Have you got some? Oh, it's just a night. Huh? I tried to start with you guys are real? Yeah, the one that don't listen to.
Like this. I'm scared of it.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, I will not for it. Okay, bye. Okay, okay, I'll see you. I just said this one.
The black chair. This other black chair, where is it? We need to sit the other black chair here.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is what we're trying to do with the solar energy. It's so important to be an effective. So it's crazy how you want to do things that are theoretical, like mental things, like, oh, self-esteem. But before you can even get to self-esteem, you have to deal with sanitation, hygiene, electricity, infrastructure. And so we have a team of experts coming from the Netherlands as well as the U.S. that are going to help us with those things. So I hope we get that district. I really do.
So how do you stay?
I leave Tuesday night.
We are going for the province. One of my grandfather passed away in the United States.
Oh, sorry.
The funeral is over the weekend.
Who would that be?
That is near Bassett, where our.
Okay, let's do it.
If you want to come along for the adventure.
Yeah, I'm sure it would be an adventure. You come back.
We wanted to come back on Sunday or Monday and morning, just Monday morning.
Okay, you know.
Okay, we let you know by tomorrow so that we can.
We'll do it.
See how best we can. We have something to do with
Yeah, so we'll make sure that, you know, once you're ready, you have a copy of the key, you know, whenever you need access. Yeah. And Gamcell is supposed to be sponsoring internet, so you'll have a connection and we're coming right along.
No, nature.
He even showed the trash. This is intense. No problem.
Yes.
Thank you.
They move. Then go. I'll go. I'm just going to take it.
nursery bed, and in this nursery bed we have about possibly 12 seedlings that we can plant in this nursery bed, this small nursery bed. This one can get one, and a seed plant, this one can get a seed plant, a seed plant, a seed plant. So all this is 12. So what you are going to do is you just water this, you water all of them. If you want to plant in all of them, you water all. If they are wet, then you put in your seeds. So when you put in your seeds, in some days, then the seeds will start growing or germinating, then you will keep watering and taking good care of them. And this is going to be very easy to take care of because it's easy, it's transportable, and it's going to be very easy to take care of these seed plants. So therefore, you will nurture them and then take good care of them until when they reach the age of maturity. Then you just have to remove this. Okay? This will be having the seed. The seed will just be here. Then you will just remove this and then transplant it in the final position of the plant. So this is the modern seed bed. This is the modern seed.
Meaning it's a nursery bed, not so.
Modern nursery bed, yes.
Okay. How about these ones?
Here we have sample of seeds. These are all modern hybrid, seeds. If you can see, this one is beet. They are all from the United States. This one is brown. We have pumpkin. They are all been, scientifically modified, and they are very fast in germinating or growing, and they always have a very, high product, a very high produce. That is a bumper harvest. You have carrots, forget minutes, okay? Yeah, so this one is lettuce. These are all, very good seeds that can easily germinate, and then, they are very good in production. Like, if you plant only a few of them, you can have a very high number of produce. So, yeah, they are all been scientifically modified, and definitely, these are very good things.
Thank you.
Hey, big man. You're a big man.
How are you?
I'm okay, man.
Welcome, sir. Thank you so much for coming.
You okay?
Fine.
Oh, that's where you are?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think we've been big emphasis. You're right.
How is the progress?
Well, we had on it.
Are you in the marketplace?
Yes. In fact, okay. So this is one of the part of the heroes, or you're one of the heroes?
Here with
This would be what?
I think I still on stage.